I'm not doing it after the maze. That's a spoiler from the last video because after the last
The
video,
Barley's Gale is now ready.
I said I was gonna do the maze, but I am gonna do the shrine first. I'm gonna see how hard it is. Now I have 2.5 hearts. If it's another test of strength, my word, am I gonna freak out on that one? I've been doing shrines left and right, and I know I should be going towards the story progression and going towards my favorite of all time enemy. Favorite enemy of all time, mainly, is what is in the short term of things. But the only reason why I'm not is because I want to conquer all of these before I do so. Since they're all very... Oh my word. They're all very... like, in the top stuff. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, did I not see a Lizalfos? I thought I saw Lizalfos guarding that shrine, but I didn't. Shagema Shrine. What's this? Nothing. It's even worse that I'm exploring icy regions even more, even though I said I wasn't going to. Is this another... No, it's not. Shift and walk. I've never done this. Hmm. Alright. Oh, come on! Please tell me I get this. Are you freaking kidding me? It's not that hard! There. That's how easy it is. It's definitely like illogically hard. And actually, that was what I was supposed to do. That's pretty much like the cheesy way to do it. Surprisingly. I was supposed to use magnesis up there. But surprisingly, I did it in a cheesy way. Oh, come on. I'm guessing I'm gonna get these chests in the cheesy way. Yeah. Opal? Oh, great. Another one of these. Royal Broadsword. What do I need to get rid of for that? The answer is probably nothing, because I have everything I need. This is why I pretty much need to know if these are important, because if they aren't, then I don't know why I have them. I always look behind it to see if there's a chest behind him. But there we go. At least it wasn't a damaging shrine. Thank goodness for that. But I wonder how hard the maze is going to be. I've done the maze before, but I've only done it my first time, so it's been probably probably even a few years since I've done it, so I don't remember at all what the maze is like. I did remember most of the maze part of the top right corner, but I don't remember at all about this one. Wait! This is where the Lynel is! This is the Lynel I wanted to challenge. The white-maned Lynel. I'm gonna replace... This is that Lynel I wanted to battle for so long. I didn't know where it was. It's sort of funny. I'm sort of wondering if you get bored a rhinoceros. I doubt you would. I think it would just charge right at you. Definitely gonna stamp. You know what? I'm gonna pin, which is not very far away. And then I'm gonna change this to a sword. I want to battle this guy. He's gonna be insane. I've never defeated him. I never even battled against him. I have probably faced off against him. But back then, I had like probably 10 hearts, and I probably had a terrible time against him. I tried to run. I didn't even want to do it. I have so many gourmet meats. Okay, you are. Goodbye. Meteorite is badly damaged. No! Sort of weird how the Moblin stuff. The Moblin horn is like the one that sells for 2 mon. And I don't get it. I felt like the Moblin horns actually sell for like 5, but they sell for only 2. It's sort of bizarre. Because it's big. And yet the Bokoblin horns, I think, sell for 3. So it makes me wonder why the Moblin horns sell for less. Ooh, Dinral. I didn't think Dinral was around here. And it's sort of funny seeing these guys when I don't even need to get their scales anymore. Mira, you gotta ruin my recording.
Oh, I am gonna accept their camel. No, I'm down there.
I'm just trying to get to the maze. And the maze is not the way I expected. I was going the wrong way. Well, now I know that the shrine was actually close to a Lynel. What's worse, that's only one of the... I think there's like 4 species of Lynel. And I've encountered 2 of the 4. Because I'm pretty sure there's another main Lynel that's harder than the white one. But the only thing is, I want to know how much HP the white main Lynel has. Because I'm pretty sure the main Lynel I will soon face again will have like 500 HP. And I think the white main one has 750. But I think I know of a one that has 2,000. Oh yeah, the crit. I completely forgot. Time to get cold again.
Ow. Oh my, that was a lag fest. I'm gonna get myself cooling resistance. You know what I mean. Yeah, cooling resistance. Cooling resistance meaning heat. Reach my body. Why am I sneaking? Ow. Ow! There we go. Ow, why did I do that? Gotta do this the way that is cringy. Change my arrows the way that's cringy. He was looking at the wrong thing. So, there are no chests. Oh yeah, there is. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't need this. And I don't need that in the next Claymore. Shock arrows. Perfect.
So I am going to, for one thing, I'm going to test out the damage by dropping this. How much damage does this do again? 38. So I don't want it because the Guardian Spirit Plus Plus has better durability. I think Guardian stuff has like almost as good of a durability as the Master Sword in basic form. A bit better, but I don't remember how much it actually has. Worst thing is, now I'm starting to remember that this maze that I'm about to go through, I need to use cold resistance. Switch by it. I need it. I'm almost there. So I think if I enter it, it's going to be the same deal. Where it will give me a trial. It's going to be the same trial too. It's going to say, if you go through this maze, I will reward you. North Lomé Labyrinth. So this is North Lomé Labyrinth. This right here. And the one I did was also Lomé. It was Lomé Labyrinth Island. The thing I want to know, is there another Lomé Labyrinth, or is that it? I sort of feel like there's another Lomé Labyrinth somewhere. What's this again? Was this the Eventide? I think that's the Eventide. Yeah, it has to be. I haven't done that challenge yet, the gliding minigame. It's not really much in terms of rewarding stuff, but I am still going to do it soon. So, for one thing, I am going to heal just in case there are a bunch of enemies that I need to worry about. I'm only going to heal by that much. Yep, it's going to do a trial again. Oh, yeah, it is. You have reached this point. Proceed onward through the maze, and you will receive a blessing as reward. Trial on the cliff. Doing the same theme as the thing from before. Oh, that's what the difference is. There's a dark mess. Figures on that. So there has to be some way to do it. The maze is a tiny bit smaller as well. So it's basically like the easier part of this problem solving deal. So for this, I'm going to go all the way back here. See if that's what I need to do. So basically, I go right, Then as soon as I see the left turn, I do that. Go right, and then I'll be there. So it's left, right, and so on. Right. So there we go. I figured. I figured.
You're gonna die from being an
You are a fireless outpost. I'm gonna give Link a bit of cooling resistance. But how much? I'm thinking I'll wait on it. No chests. What is in here? Gonna use this. Nothing. Sort of funny because I can actually burn this to warm myself up. Okay, so now I should heal with the food. I was waiting for a little bit to see how long it did last me. It didn't last me long. The Hunter's Shield. Did I take a picture of that yet? Yes. I don't need it. I just wanted to know. There's a fire rod. No, it's not. It's a meteor rod. Oh, come on. Ah! I really need to yell. World Broadsword, here we go. Alright. Got him. Got him. Got him. Forked boomerang. Do I need it? The answer is for now. It's a critical hit one too. You know what? Because the one with critical hit it's attack at plus 12. I'm gonna drop this and equip this. But that won't have attack up, it's just gonna be the normal 10 damage. Which I'm gonna drop again to equip this that's about to break because it's just a special meteor rod. So it guarded something. We gotta kick it. Edge of Duality? The Edge of Duality is awesome. 50 damage too. So for that, I'm gonna replace the thing I just have, that I just got. And this is something I probably haven't taken a picture of yet. The Steel Zelda. How much damage did that do? Yeah, I'll drop one of the bows to find out. 36? How did I not know that? So that's not one of the things I need to do. So now I gotta one thing look throughout all of this. Oh. It's an edge of duality. I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna use something else instead. Gonna use up this. Gosh darn it. Now. Oh, it was a black Lizalfos. Gosh darn it, I wish it was a fiery one. Oh, I backtracked. Gosh darn it. So what am I supposed to do here? Wait, is this all a dead end? No. No, it's not. There's supposed to be a path over here. Not that. I don't want to cheat. This one is actually something that I can solve without cheating. Darn it, I keep backtracking. Not there. I'm gonna go back here, which is gonna be another interesting thing. Oh, no guards this time. And it is where I'm supposed to go too. A silver rupee. Got it. I want to see what's back there too. Wait a minute. Oh, that's nothing. That's just nothing. I was supposed to go here. That was easy. That one was way easier. Oh, hello. Maze inside a maze. What am I supposed to do about this? Is there anything I can do about this? Oh, the shrine is supposed to be right here. Why was I supposed to go here? Or, mainly, what was the point of being here? Is this where I'm supposed to go? I think it is, but it's not making much sense. There's a chest over here. Oh. Oh! That's why. Goodbye. That actually scared me. I actually forgot that it was there. I ended up forgetting that those treasure octoroks were a thing. Double checking on my path. Going right is the right option. Gosh darn it, I'm pretty much doing this instead of looking at the actual thing because it's actually way more confusing than that. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. I think at this point I might even so what do I do? Is it simply just go in from above? Oh. It's this. And then I'm supposed to go in from this way. Chest. Was it a fake chest? No, it's not. A gold rupee. I think I've made it. how am I supposed to get in the shrine? I think it's something to do with this. But what is it that I'm supposed to do? Oh, yep, it was something about going in from above or something. Diamond! What am I supposed to do? I don't know how to do this. Definitely seems like it's simple to do, but I just don't know. I don't want to do any long cooling resistance. But that's all I have now. I don't know what I'm missing. I've pretty much explored everything. Is it something to do with exploding a wall? Even though I didn't see any cracks? Because if it isn't what I'm supposed to do... Looks like it is, so I'm gonna go back down here. No, it's not. What the heck? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The shrine is right there, but I don't see a way in. And I swear I've done everything. I went in every direction. So there was this. Oh. Maybe that's what it is. I guess I never did the blessing part. I did remember the Zalphos, but I don't think I've ever figured out how to get in this shrine. Oh. The Knight's Bow, the thing I already have a lot of. It's sort of funny because whenever I look up, I slightly tilt my head upward. Oh, there's something here. I think I actually managed to figure it out. Oh no. No, I didn't. It's right here, is it? No, that's a torch. Was that really it? That led me nowhere. I always just tilt my head upward whenever I'm looking up as Link. What the heck? That doesn't make any sense. I've looked everywhere then. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What if I go this way? It's gonna lead me over here. So then, that doesn't lead me anywhere. But it's telling me to go this way. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Oh wow, electrical trap. That was not what I was supposed to do. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? A chest. Something valuable, I assume. Next shield. I already have a lot of those. Or do I? I do. Yeah. I'm gonna drop this for that. I sort of wonder if there's a royal shield. What the heck? I'm very silly by looking up, by tilting my head upwards whenever Link is looking up. Oh, there it is. Then what? It's right here. Anything before I go down? The answer is no. Waza, that's an awesome name. Waza Taki Shrine. And that's gonna be a rewarding shrine. Trial on the Clef is complete. Now I can go in it from easier direction. My word, that was pretty much a really difficult thing to do, and I did it. Waza Taki's blessing. What do I get from here? Another weapon, I presume, because it's rewarding and it will give me something. Barbarian leg wraps. So yeah, there are 3 ruins that I'm supposed to do mazes of. These leg wraps were favored by a warlike tribe from the Pharaon region long ago. They're adorned with traditional markings that bolster your fighting spirit to raise your attack power. So where's the other one? That's something I've never been able to figure out. So now, I'm going southwest. I'm heading towards the Gerudo region. That was an interesting maze. I had no idea what I was supposed to do until I finally figured out that I was supposed to go a certain direction. So now, I even marked this as an important location. It is important, my word. Who knew? That was actually a really important location to go to because of the Lynel being there. So, for one thing, my cold resistance is still there. I no longer need it for now because I'm pretty sure I will need it when I go around here, upward. And there is something I should do. Something up at Mount Lanayru. And the Naydra Great Spring as well. I'm gonna go on Mount Lanayru because there is actually something important I'm supposed to do that I haven't done yet, and I have done in the very beginning. But when I did this my first time, it was after I defeated all 4 divine beasts, even though it was not very important. It's actually a really tough thing to do when you only have 1 wheel of stamina. It's pretty much the hardest thing to do, but it's not the hardest thing to conquer. Something you'll see in a moment. So I'm gonna for one thing, see if there's anything important here. Maybe not. It's only at night that they appear, I'm certain. Hate that it's raining now. So what I'm supposed to do is obvious. It's gonna look obvious soon enough. And on top of the mountain is something important to do. It's not for story progression, but it's for shrine quest. That's actually a really cool thing. And it's something I was supposed to do a while ago. And I said I was going to do it before I got the Master Sword, but I completely forgot to do so. So I'm doing it now. And there's a shrine nearby. So I guess I'm going to do that first. It's saying I'm closer to it. I think it's up here. Or it's down below. In some sort of... I think it's hidden or something. Because it showed that I was heading towards it in the correct direction. But I wasn't close to it yet. Nothing yet here. And I can't pin this, or can I? I can't. What do I need to do here? Something that points me in that direction. What the heck? What? I don't see... Oh. I don't think I'm gonna do this. What the heck? How am I supposed to do that? Walnut Mountain. This is where I'm supposed to go. Sort of surprises me because it says it's Mount Lanayru, and then there's like different kinds of mountains. Walnut Mountain, Madorna Mountain, Lanayru Range, Ephraimsia Coast, and Solwood Range in Mapla Point. I actually think there's a shrine pretty much near one of these. Where the heck is that coal rock thing? Because I only saw it once and now I just don't know where it went. Sort of annoying when you think about it. I'm only killing these guys because when they see you, they'll get aggressive. Sort of sad when you think about it, because if they weren't aggressive, I wouldn't have tried to kill it. I already know about where that shrine is. It's like way down below somewhere. Alright, so I'm looking for two things. The Korok thing, I cut a little bit, but I'm looking for a Korok thing, and I'm looking for a shrine. Alright, and the Guardian Spirit Plus Plus is running out of durability. Jill's room. Where the heck is this shrine? Is it this way now? My word. This shrine is not making any sense for where it is. Ugh. Where the heck is this shrine? Oh, wild berries. I was like, that was spicy peppers, and that would surprise me. And it wasn't. I'm gonna do this now. What? This doesn't make any sense for where the shrine is. Another batch of these. I'm gonna actually just look around down here to see if I can find a way inside. If anything, it might even be down lower for where I need to go. If not, then I might as well just go down here to the coast. Look in the open to see what's there, to see what there is to see. Perhaps even a side quest or a shrine quest or whatnot. Doesn't look like there's anything, but I might as well see all there is to see. Maybe there's even a hidden chest. I gotta look up where that shrine is because I think that's the shrine that I actually was so confused to look for and never found, and I never found where it was. I really want to I really want to find that thing, and now I gotta stamp this with valuables because I can't do it otherwise. Is there anything over here for me to pick up by magnesis? Doesn't look like it, but is there a coal rock? I'm gonna go over there. Oh, there. I'm gonna go to that island to see if there's a coal rock over there. And then after that, well, I'm gonna pin it. I'm gonna pin it just because I want to go on top of Mount Lanayru before the end of the video. That shrine is pretty much impossible. I gotta see where that shrine is. Even look up Mount Lanayru shrines to see what shrines there are. Aye, screw you, shrine. I don't even know where you are, so I'm not even gonna bother looking for you. If you are actually somewhere around here, I might as well look you up because I don't know how to get into you. It's one of those shrines where I feel like I have to look it up in order to figure out how I'm supposed to go in there because it's saying it's this way, but it's like in the rocks, and I don't know how to go in them. The bombs don't explode them. I remember trying before, and they don't explode. Like they don't break, they don't gravel down. I haven't even gotten another stamina vessel yet. As soon as I get one more stamina vessel thing, I'm going to the Rito in Eventide. So I gotta see where the I gotta see where the shrines are. I was gonna say that, but somehow I just completely forgot I was gonna say that. Why? It says there's a shrine that way, and I don't even get that because I looked and it wasn't there. It's pretty much in those rocks, but what the heck? I just don't get it. I don't want to battle you. Leave me alone. Yeah. I'm gonna climb up. You won't get me from there. Oh, apparently you can spit water at me. So this is where I'm supposed to go. This is actually really important. Oh, that was perfect. So I only have 2 more of these left. Remember that theme. It's actually important. Knight's Claymore. It is doing a theme, and what that theme is actually the final Dragon Spirit theme. It has a name, and I end up forgetting its name, but you won't even have to worry about it. Ow. I'm gonna hurt myself. Yes. Just so I can beat these guys. I didn't know if they were. I didn't know if they were with any one, so that's why I was just checking. Is that an icy Los Alpos? Yeah, it is. Almost there. Now you can actually see part of it, and you'd be amazed. I was amazed when I saw part of it, and I was like, "Whoa, that is nuts!" And that was my first time seeing it, and I think that was on 2021 or 2019, and I was impressed by it. I'm still impressed by a few things that I've been able to find, but that one shrine I can never find. Ooh, cutscene. I'm not turning off my commentary because I know this very well. Look at that. It's corrupted. I felt so sad when I saw it being so corrupted. You have done well to find your way to this spring. You who have overcome numerous trials and obtained the spirit orbs. The one you see before you is an attendant to the Spring of Wisdom. This is Naydra, or Naydra, however you say it, the blue spirit of Lanayru. I'm going to just say Naydra because I say Lanayru. The servant of the goddess has looked over the spirits of this land for ages, unknown to the world of man. However, the dreaded malice unleashed by Calamity Ganon has possessed its body and reduced it to this state. You have received the spirit orbs. Free Naydra from this malice. Show what your power can achieve. So you have to shoot all of those eyes. Oh. Well, that was disappointing. So now we'll move around. And you gotta try to follow it. It's really hard, but the good thing is, for one thing, it's bringing updrafts with it. And you have to mainly try to stop the eyes from corrupting it, and as soon as it's freed, you'll see its true happy form. Also, where on earth is the updraft? I think. I think I need this again. Just feels a lot easier. Got it. It's sort of interesting because Naydra, the final dragon spirit, is actually a girl, and you wouldn't actually believe it. But I actually remembered looking up something about her, and it said that she was a girl, and I was surprised because Dinral and Faroche are guys; they are actually males, but they, but this one's a female. It's so pretty. It's the sister of the others. Or I didn't look anything up and I assumed that it was female because of the others being male. But Naydra sounded like a female name, so I just assumed it was female. I gotta switch bows because I think the Falcon bow is actually better for this. Oh. Oh, never mind. I thought it crossed it out. I crossed out the bow, meaning I could use it. Are you kidding me? Oh. I forgot that it recharges your glide. There's only 2 left. There's a few times that I end up thinking that the then I end up thinking those dark things that diminish from Naydra is actually the blood moon rising. And then I look at the time and I'm like, oh wow, that's just a lot of dark mist then. As a Korok, might as well observe. Come on. There we go. Yeah. See you around. Ah! I did it. It's free. Turns from being corrupted to looking like this. Just look at how beautiful that is. She was purple before because she was corrupted, but because you freed her, she's now this pretty. Thanks to your efforts, Naydra, the spirit of Mount Lanayru, has been freed from the grips of an evil power. But a single ceremony remains. Now, Luciero, whatever, through the body of Naydra, to free the spirit of this region. They can actually take a picture of her too. Nothing's stopping you from doing so. I'm also gonna be like this. Let me replace the picture. Because his eye was squinting shut before. Spring of Wisdom. I'm gonna shoot right here. This is pretty much the only dragon spirit that actually releases its thing right there. That is the spirit Nydra's scale. It fell when your arrow struck. This is the only dragon spirit that ends up only once giving you the scale for free without having to get it by hunting down the dragons. And it's beautiful. I really love that they did that. It's beautiful to look at. And it's beautiful to even see it the first time when it gets freed from corruption. Come, offer a scale from the blue spirit of Naydra to the spring of wisdom. Very sure you can't take a picture of it. Naydra scale. This precious scale comes from the blue spirit Naydra. It contains a bitter cold within. You can use it in cooking, but just eating it seems like a waste. You can even sell it, because that won't be a waste. You can drop it anywhere, and I'm going to drop it here. Hold. And from behind the statue, this appears. And it's a rewarding shrine. Your path has shown itself. Now, go forth. She doesn't let you pray to her until you do this. Unless I'm wrong and you actually can. But I'm still gonna do this first. Jatan Sami Shrine. I think I said that right. I might have missed the name. I don't know for sure. Jitan, not Jatan. Jitan Sami Blessing. Is it a core? I don't remember. Oh, it's a frost spear. I don't need it. I'm gonna end this here. I managed to overcome 2 major things. I ended up getting 3 shrines down. And next time we are going to do something that I have been overdue at. Doing the Ritos game and going southwest, finally, to the Gerudo region and recovering the memories there before doing anything else. But first, and actually that theme, the theme of importance, when you go to that shrine behind her, that was the first time I actually heard the theme. And I thought it was pretty. Okay, so apparently you have to go all the way up to her. I'm using these for stamina vessel. Now I'm over half, and I have over half of those. It's so pretty. I love it. My favorite place to go. There's also the Spring of Power and the Spring of something else. I think the Spring of Power and Spring of Courage. And the Spring of Power is actually supposed to be somewhere around the eastern place. Like, it's in a woods somewhere. But I don't remember which part. Like, it's in some sort of forest, mainly. I don't remember where, but it is somewhere. So, for one thing, I'm gonna rematch the sentry here. What's my weapons like now? Because I'm gonna drop some so that I can, well, maybe not. I'm fine with everything here, even though the Guardian's Act plus is the thing I was willing to grab. And we'll be breaking through some, so that's what I'll do on the rematch. Off screen, because I'm not going to do it on screen. And I'm going to eventide so I can play the Ritos game next time. But for me, tomorrow I'm not going to record because I'm going to edit 2 videos and upload 2 videos for the 10th and 11th. And then I'll record more on the day after. But I recorded 3 videos, which is already a lot for me.